They say what you don't see can still destroy you. But what if the thing that finds it wasn't built to see that at all? There's a machine staring at the sky every single night. Not with eyes, but with code, with algorithms, with cold robotic precision. Its name is Atlas, and its job? Find the killers, the rocks, the monsters, the ancient bullets from space aimed at Earth. It was made to protect us, to catch the kind of asteroid that wiped out the dinosaurs, or the kind that could one day erase a city, a country, maybe even more. But last year, Atlas saw something else. Something no one expected. Not a rock, not from our neighborhood, not even from our solar system. It was a comet, but not one we'd seen before. This one wasn't orbiting our sun. It was passing through. A drifter from another star system. A ghost. An intruder. A messenger, maybe. They named it 3I Atlas, the third known interstellar object ever detected. And Atlas, the asteroid hunter, caught it. That alone should have been impossible, because Atlas was built for near-Earth objects, fast, dangerous, familiar threats. It scans for movement against a background of stars. It calculates paths. It predicts impacts. It watches the sky for danger. That's what it does. But this time, it saw something it wasn't supposed to. And it raises a chilling question. If Atlas can see what isn't meant to be seen, what else might it find next? Was 3I Atlas a lucky catch or a warning? Some believe it's just a fluke. Others aren't so sure, because the closer scientists looked at this visitor from beyond the stars, the stranger the story became. Its path, its speed, even its name was controversial. And behind it all, one silent, haunting truth. If we almost missed this, what are we missing now? But before we unravel the secrets of 3I Atlas, we have to go back. Back to the moment the Earth realized it wasn't safe. Back to why Atlas had to exist at all, because it turns out the real threat wasn't out there. It was already on its way. They didn't build Atlas because we're curious. They built it because we were blind. It started with a question no one wanted to ask out loud. What if something's already on its way, and we don't see it until it's too late? We've all heard the stories. The dinosaur-ending asteroid, the Tunguska blast in 1908. But here's the truth. Those weren't the real wake-up calls. It wasn't ancient history that made scientists panic. It was recent misses. Asteroids that slipped past us, some just hours before their closest approach. One of them flew just 370 kilometers above Earth. Closer than the satellites you use to stream this video. We had no idea it was coming until after it was already gone. No alarms, no warning, no options. That was the moment it hit home. If we don't have a last-minute alert, then we have no chance at all. That's what Atlas was born from. A desperation to build something, anything, that could give us even days, even hours, to act. Not to stop the impact, but to move people, evacuate, save lives. Atlas was designed to catch the small assassins, the ones the size of buses or buildings, not world enders but city killers, silent, fast, easy to miss, and deadly. And yet, even after it launched, we still kept getting surprised. One asteroid, then another, then dozens, all creeping past Earth like ghosts in the night. Many spotted only after they came too close, but something strange started happening. Atlas, despite being modest in power, started finding more than expected. Not just near-Earth threats, but the weird stuff. Comets, outbursts, cosmic flashes, even supernovas. Atlas had turned into a cosmic detective, and it was just getting started. That's when it happened. In 2025, Atlas captured something no one recognized. A comet, yes, but different. The trajectory didn't fit. The speed was off. The orbit, non-existent. Because this object wasn't orbiting anything. It was cutting through the solar system, straight from interstellar space. It was named 3I Atlas, the third confirmed interstellar object humanity has ever seen. But here's the twist. The system that caught it wasn't built for this. It was meant for nearby threats, not cosmic outsiders. So how did Atlas, of all instruments, see it first? Some called it luck. Others, a flaw in our assumptions, maybe even fate. Because what made Atlas so good at catching asteroids, rapid sky scans, automatic motion detection, constant vigilance, just so happened to make it perfect for spotting the unthinkable. It wasn't looking for something foreign, but that's exactly why it saw it. 3I Atlas appeared faint at first, just another light creeping slowly across the stars. But its path couldn't be explained, and the data confirmed it. This wasn't from here. The comet was traveling on a hyperbolic trajectory, a cosmic one-way ticket. It came from beyond, and it was just passing through. Suddenly, everything changed. This wasn't just an astronomical anomaly, it was a message, a reminder that our solar system is not isolated, that we're not alone in this cosmic river, and that some things don't knock. They just arrive. You might think that's the end of it. An alien visitor, seen, studied, and forgotten. But it's not. Because as 3I Atlas disappeared into the dark again, we were left with a question we couldn't shake. If something from interstellar space can sneak up on us, what else can? And worse, what if next time it doesn't just pass through? What if it aims? We've spent decades watching the skies for familiar threats, asteroids, comets, meteors. But what if the real danger is something we've never seen, never imagined, never prepared for? That's why Atlas matters. Not just because of what it finds, but because of what it could find next. 3I Atlas wasn't just a comet. It was a test. Of our technology, of our curiosity, of our readiness, and maybe, just maybe, a glimpse of what's to come. So here's the answer to the question we started with. Not directly, but emotionally. No, Atlas wasn't meant to find this interstellar ghost, but it did. And in doing so, it proved one thing. Sometimes, the most important discoveries come not from what you look for, but from what finds you, and that might just be the reason we survive. But what if I told you? That wasn't the only surprise Atlas gave us. Right now, as you watch this, there's another object creeping through space. It's called 2022 RD2, and it's different. It's not just a near-Earth asteroid, it's something much weirder, something scientists are calling a potential mini-moon, not a real moon, not like the one in our sky, but a temporary one, a rock so slow, so strangely aligned with Earth's path, that our gravity might pull it in, just for a little while. 2022 RD2 could become trapped, orbit Earth for a few months, then break free again. Or worse, spiral closer. Its path is unpredictable. Its orbit is unstable. And depending on what tiny gravitational nudge it gets next, it might one day crash. Not tomorrow, not next year, but in your lifetime. Scientists are tracking it, debating its trajectory. Some believe it'll be nothing. Others aren't sleeping well. Because RD2 is part of a strange group of asteroids called the Arjunas, space stalkers that follow Earth like shadows. Too slow to ignore, too unpredictable to trust. And Atlas? It was one of the first to alert the world. That's the terrifying brilliance of it. Atlas isn't just watching the obvious threats. It's exposing the weirdos, the cosmic orphans, the things that don't behave, because they weren't supposed to exist. And we've only just begun to understand what that means. Because if 3I Atlas proved anything, it's that space has secrets. And sometimes they drift right past our front door. So we ask again, what else is already on its way? What are we missing in the blind spots of our own sky? And when the next 3I Atlas arrives, or the next RD2 lurks in the shadows, will we see it in time? Or will it be too late? We built Atlas out of fear. We armed it with code. We gave it the job no one else wanted to see what no one else can. But Atlas is more than a machine. It's our last chance to not be surprised by the universe again. And maybe, just maybe, it's our only hope to survive what we still don't understand. So remember that feeling you had at the start? That knot in your stomach? That tension? That question you didn't even know how to ask? Here's what you were really wondering. Are we safe? And the real answer is this: we don't know. But Atlas is watching. And for now, that might be enough. If you felt that chill, hit that like button. And if you want to be the first to know when the sky changes, subscribe. Because the next surprise might already be on its way. If this blew your mind, hit like. And if you want to be the first to know what the sky is hiding next, subscribe. You won't want to miss what's coming.